This is Fredericktown Blackcats football on KDKZ Channel 18.
And just about to get underway here as the Blackcats will kick off. They'll go left to right on your radio dial, and we are set to go. Bryce Finger steps into it at his own 40, taking it the 20-yard line across the 25 to the 30, breaks the tackle at the 40. He may go all the way. One man to beat, and down he goes at midfield. They'll spot it at the 49-yard line, and Kennet will take over there, 1st and 10 at their own 49.
Good tackle there by Matthew Williams, saving tackle.
Got a feeling Matthew Williams is going to get a lot of playing time with the injury to the Roberts kid. He may get some time in the backfield and play linebacker here for us tonight. Kennet comes out in a 4 wide receiver set. Shotgun formation. Akeem Nelson will lead the way, quarterback this Kennet Indian team. Hands off straight ahead. Inside Blackcat territory, spins. Thought the ball came loose, but they'll say Kennet hung on to it. The runner gets down inside the 45, down to the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2. So a good start for the Kennet Indians, a good kickoff return right at 30 yards, and then the first run from scrimmage, a gain of 9. 3 wide receivers go to the far side, 1 to the near side, shotgun formation. 1 man in the backfield for Nelson, hands off straight ahead, 1st down and more, inside the 35, dives inside the 30, down to the 29. It's number 6, Joe Pittman, and the Kennet Indians are on the move here early in the first quarter. Welcome everyone to Kennet High School. Dave Ward alongside Darren Bowling, my partner for tonight. Appreciate you coming out and helping me out, bud.
You're welcome. I appreciate the invite.
Another shotgun formation, 3 wides to the far side, 2 to the near side. Quarterback in by himself, fakes the toss, tries to go forward, and gets back to about the 31, the original line of scrimmage, and no gain. Akeem Nelson in the...
Rylan Matthews made a big stop right there. There were several Blackcats, but he initiated it.
That's a big key. We're not the biggest defensive line. We just got to hold our own and try to make those one-on-one tackles, get some help from the linebackers. 4 wide receivers go to the far side again. Nelson in the shotgun, 1 man in the backfield with him. Tries the hard count. Now looks over to the bench as they change the call. Nelson now takes the snap. Hands off to the tailback, almost dropped it. Now he keeps it, jerks it back out, gets to the 30, inside the 30, down to the 29. He'll gain 2. They'll give him the 28. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. Good help by Brock O'Neill and the linebackers on the far side over there.
Brock O'Neill and Bryce Fingers may end together there.
They're going strong side. They're loading up to one side and then trying to run to that side with the extra blockers, but the linebackers are stepping up so far. 3rd down and 8, a big play right here early in the first quarter. Nelson under shotgun, takes it, rolls to the near side, looking down the field, throws over the head of the defender, steps out of bounds at the 1, and the Kennet Indians will have it 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. That Matthew Williams on the coverage there. The receiver was able to get in behind him, and Nelson flipped it over the head of the defender to the wide receiver on the near side, and he stepped out of bounds at the 1, or he'd have scored. Pretty good mix of passing and running here to start it off for the Kennet Indians. Aaron Pixley's team. Now a wide receiver sprints to the near side, 1 to the far side. I formation. Nelson goes under center. Takes a snap, hands off to the 1st man, straight ahead, pushes. I don't think he's going to get in. They're going to spot him at about the 1-yard line, a gain of about a half. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 1 just inside the 1-yard line. So a good start for the Kennet Indians so far. Let's see if they can finish it off and punch it in, or will the Blackcat defense stand? 1 wide receiver to each side. Back in the I formation again. Pittman, the fullback. Nelson hangs on to it and dives forward, and he will get the touchdown. 6-0 Kennet Indians. 9:12 to go. 9:12 to go first quarter. The Indians strike first. They lead 6-0 as we await the extra point here. Pretty good drive for the Indians to start off the game.
Very good drive.
Nathan Spence will come in to attempt the extra point. Yeah, Nelson on keeper. Set to go. Snap is bad. It rolls. The holder tries to take it and turn the corner, and he's knocked down there by Matthew Williams at the 8. So the extra point no good. 9:12 to go first quarter. Indians strike first. It leads 6-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and come back with more Blackcat football right after this.
If you're searching for a car, truck, or SUV, the friendly staff at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown are dedicated to making your vehicle buying experience a pleasant one. Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500, 2014 Impalas, 2015 Tahoes, and certified pre-owned. See Chad Browers, Barry Mills, Rick Parker, Lonnie Sheldon, Dennis Barrett, or Jeff Jensen. Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown, where cars cost less.
Wayno's in downtown Fredericktown is now reopened with the best seafood around. Broad legs, crab, alligator tail, calamari, shrimp, oysters, crawfish, fried catfish, and so much more. Try their seafood combo platter. And if seafood isn't your thing, they also have burgers, steaks, and sides. A little something for everyone at Wayno's. Now open on the Court Square in downtown Fredericktown. Come on in and see Wayne and the gang at Wayno's.
Michael Richmond will kick it off. Number 89 will kick it off for the Kennet Indians at his own 40-yard line. Big crowd here on the Kennet side as we open up the high school football season. We'll go over some scores from around the league. Afton over Windsor 30-0. That game's in the second quarter. Richmond steps into it, kicks it to the far sideline. Let it go, Matt. Matthew Williams takes it in the end zone, downs it, and the Blackcats will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, and here comes the Blackcat offense. A little interference there. We'll try to clean that up as quick as we can. Drake Spangler leads away again for the Fredericktown Blackcats. Caleb Carver will be in the backfield. Several guys will do some duties there in that other running back spot. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I believe they're going to have Brock O'Neill back there a little, and little Matthew Williams.
Matt Williams, not the biggest kid, but he's quick. He's really quick. Saw him play a little baseball this summer as I ump high school baseball, and the kid's really quick, and he's left-handed, and he's really understanding the game. Drake Spangler goes under center. Blackcats 1st and 10 at their own 20. Brock O'Neill goes in motion, handoff to Carver straight ahead. Gets across the 20 out to the 21, a gain of 1. And it'll be a 2nd down and 9. In on the tackle there, Anthony Hawkins, one of the linebackers. Blackcats break the huddle, 2nd and 9. Got to get used to some of these numbers again. Patrick Smothers comes to the near side. Tyler Reed goes to the far side. Drake Spangler under center. Brock O'Neill comes in motion to the near side. Quick out to Harwood. Across the 20, 25, breaks a tackle to 30. Sidesteps a man at the 33, and he'll have enough for a 1st down at the 33-yard line.
Pass was to Patrick Smothers.
Oh, Smothers. I'll get it right here. That's why you're here, is to correct
there you
me
go.
all night long, see? Smothers checks out.
Got a 14-yard gain.
Now Tyler Reed comes to the near side. Chris Harwood goes to the far side. Drake Spangler under center with Caleb Carver. It looks like Brock O'Neill again in the backfield. Pitch this time to Brock O'Neill. Sidesteps a man. Gets across the 35 out to the 37. Gets about half, gets 4. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. So some pretty good looks for the Blackcats so far, able to move the ball. Let's see if they can put it in the air when they need to. And they've got a pretty good receiving core in Tyler Reed and Patrick Smothers and the Keller kid. They got some good hands there if they can get the ball to them out in the open. We'll see what happens. Tyler Reed again comes to the near side. Patrick Smothers to the far side. I formation again. Brock O'Neill goes in motion to the near side. Drake Spangler quick out to Tyler Reed behind the line of scrimmage. Sidesteps a man at the 35. Hit at the 38. They may give him 1. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. at the 38-yard line. They'll give him just inside the 38, so be a gain of 5.5. So a big first down, a big third down here for the Blackcats early. Chris Harwood checks back in the game. Smothers goes out. Not exactly football weather, is it? Last time we come down here, we had to keep the windows closed. It was pretty cool.
We ain't having that problem tonight.
Nope. Drake Spangler under center. Takes it, pitches to Brock O'Neill, tries to turn the corner at the 38. Sidesteps a man at the 40, gets out across the 43. Going to be close to a first down. They're going to give him forward progress to the 44.5, so it will be enough for a first down. So we'll move the chains. Brock O'Neill getting some carries here pretty early.
He's looking pretty good.
He is. So they'll spot it just inside the 45. 1st and 10 Blackcats at their own 45-yard line. Patrick Smothers comes to the near side. Tyler Reed goes to the far side. We'll stay with the I formation. Spangler looks it over. Now he steps under center. Puts Brock O'Neill in motion to the near side. Back to pass, looking for a man, looking down the field, throws to Brock O'Neill. He's open and caught at the 40. Gets inside the 40 down to the 38. And another first down for the Fredericktown Blackcats. Not the best of throws, but he faded it away from the defender, and Brock O'Neill was able to fade out to the sideline and make the catch.
It was all right throw and a good catch.
The only guy that was going to catch it was Brock. That's what made it a good throw. So 1st and 10 Blackcats inside Kennet Indian territory at the 38 as Tyler Reed goes to the far side again. Chris Harwood comes to the near side this time. Spangler looks it over. Now he steps under center, takes a snap, hands off to Brock O'Neill inside the 35, breaks a tackle, gets down to about the 32-yard line. A gain of about 7. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. Blackcats controlling the line of scrimmage right now, which is good to see because we're going to run into some teams like Hillsboro and Potosi that are going to be really big, and we're going to have to handle ourselves up front there.
They're doing all right now. They're see how the night holds up, but they're doing good right now.
Kind of surprised early. SLU, St. Louis University, and St. Louis all over Hillsboro early, 14-0 already. Kind of surprised me. I thought Hillsboro would have a little better team than that. We'll see. Back to pass. Spangler throws to the outside at the 30, and he threw it out of bounds trying to get to his receiver, Brock O'Neill. Bring up a 3rd down and 3.
He was under a little pressure there, Dave. We'll see what happens with the line again. But
we got an update from Hillsboro here. Let's see. Holy cow. SLU all over Hillsboro at the half, 35-0. That's a pretty good football team up there. They've had a good program. St. Louis University has had an excellent program for a long time. Drake Spangler goes under center, fakes the handoff. Now he gives it to Brock O'Neill and hit at the line of scrimmage, and he'll actually lose a couple yards back to the 35. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 6. Kennet Indians read that one pretty good. As soon as Brock O'Neill got his hands on the ball, they were right there to put him down.
Yeah, number 77 had his number right then.
We were talking earlier about how they were going to replace the Roberts kid, and that's a tough one because he's a senior. He's a leader on both sides of the ball. But, they're going to have to get used to it because they may not have him the whole season.
That's very true, very possible.
2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Caleb Carver in the backfield with Drake Spangler in the shotgun. Throws a quick out to Tyler Reed inside the 25 down to about the 23. I believe that's going to give him enough for a first down. And it will, and Blackcats go no huddle, no. Now they change it and come into huddle. And good throw by Drake Spangler and threw to the right guy. Tyler Reed's tall. He's got long arms, and he's got great hands.
Went up in the air and caught that, Dave. That's a good catch. Seen
him get better over the years, and this year should be his year. He's a senior, and it's time for him to shine. He had a pretty good year last year. I formation. Carver and O'Neill behind Spangler. Takes a snap. Hands off to O'Neill. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Dives back to the 25. They may give him the line of scrimmage. Looks like he may lose a yard, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. Looks like they're keying you would think the key would be on Carver, but that's exactly what the Blackcats thought also. So they're using Brock O'Neill quite a bit. And he's been successful so far, but the Kennet Indians have recognized that and shut it down. Tyler Reed comes to the near side. Pitch to Brock O'Neill, sidesteps a man at the line of scrimmage, gets inside the 25. Ball's up in the air, tipped, and the Blackcats have it, but they'll only get down to about the 21, see where they spot it, 21-yard line, so they'll gain a couple. I'm not really sure who ended up with that ball. It was tipped up in the air, and I think one of the linemen,
32, Rylan Matthews.
Rylan Matthews ended up with it, and he knew what to do with it. He went forward. Those linemen don't get their hands on the ball too often, so they're going to take advantage of it. Their eyes light up when they get the ball.
Get excited.
So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 at about the 23-yard line. Spangler in the shotgun now with Carver. Back to pass, straight back, being pursued. He breaks out of the huddle and hit hard at the line of scrimmage at about the 23, and down he goes. He may gain 1 yard, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 7 for the Blackcats, and they're in that so-so territory, too far to kick a field goal, so, and you're not going to punt it, so they'll go for it here on 4th down. Harwood and Tyler Reed check into the ball game, along with Zach Keller, and I think the umpires are going to take a timeout here real quick and do a little hydrate, and let's see who takes the timeout. Nope, Kennet will take a timeout, so we'll take a timeout. 2:25 to go, first quarter. Indians lead 6-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and come back with more Blackcat football right after this.
A successful fall hunting season starts with a stop at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. You'll find a knowledgeable staff that can help you create a quality food plot that will keep the wildlife coming back to your hot spot. Choose from buck forage oats, wheat, winter rye, turnip seed, radishes, whitetail clover, sugar beets, or any of the many fall wildlife mixes. Lime fertilizer, drag harrows, cedars, spreaders, feeder, game cameras, and more. They also have a large selection of deer minerals and attractants. Trophy Rocks 465 Mineral, BB Square, Liquid Molasses, Buck Jam, Deer Desire, Block Topper, and the list goes on at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. They don't just sell it, they live it. You can find it all at your one-stop shop for fall. Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. Fast, friendly, knowledgeable service. Call them today at 783-3100.
Oh, Dave's getting loud, but he don't mean no harm. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
Listen to our game here tonight, Blackcat football, all season long on the Dawkins Broadcast Group. Brock O'Neill goes in motion. They fake handoff to him. Spangler back to pass. Now he throws a little out to Carver. And Carver, I think, at the 18-yard line, I think he heard the footsteps. What do you think?
Yeah, he tried to run before he had the ball.
He turned his head and looked upfield and looked to see if he was going to get hit. And you're going to get hit anyway, so you might as well catch it. But the Indians hold, so they'll take over on downs. 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. So a good stand for the Kennet Indians. They lead 6-0 with 2:21 to go first quarter. And an evenly matched game so far, although the Indians lead 6-0. Move down the field in about 3 minutes, 9:12 to go first quarter. They struck first. The quarterback, Nelson. Nelson on a keeper, 1-yard carry for the touchdown, and they lead 6-0. Now he's back to pass, throws down the field, and overthrows his receiver, Tyler Reed, on the coverage there, along with Matthew Williams. Overthrew Richmond at the 45-yard line. A lot of speed, and Nelson's going to try to capitalize on that, but that time they had Tyler Reed out here on the covering the wideout, and he was right there stride for stride. Keep floating that ball up in the air like that, and we get some double coverage. We'll pick one of them off tonight.
Take one of those back to the house.
Austin Stevens checks out as the defense lines of 3 wide receivers to the far side for the Indian, 1 to the near side. Tyler Reed has him. Nelson in the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Now he keeps it to the near side, try to turn the corner at the 20. Sidesteps a man, gets out to the 25, turns the corner up to the 27, and a good run by Nelson as he was able to elude Matthews and Tyler Reed. Good blocking out in front of him. The wide receiver got out in front of him, Fred Gooden. made a good block, and Nelson was able to turn the corner. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. One wide receiver to the near side. That's Fred Gooden. Tyler Reed has him. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Nelson again in the shotgun, and now a flag comes in. We still had 11 seconds to go on the game clock, so I'm not sure what was up here. Unless we had someone lining up in the neutral zone beforehand. Dead ball foul, yes, they did. I don't like that call much. The guys were still standing up, you know, they weren't set or anything, so they weren't, you know, they weren't in a set position, so they were offsides. They were just basically standing there looking at the play, and the referee from the far side threw the flag, but that's the way they call it. So it'll move them back 5. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 inside the 25 at the 24-yard line for the Indians. Same set, 3 wide receivers to the far side. 1 to the near side. Nelson in the shotgun takes a snap. Straight back to pass. Now he's looking to the far side. Throws a little screen to his tailback. And again, looking up the field before he caught the ball at the line of scrimmage at the 25. And he drops it incomplete. So it'll bring up a 4th down and 6. And the Indians will be forced to punt.
Caleb Carver was just a split second off of picking that one off right there.
We're going to get us one tonight. We might as well start off the season right. Bud Hilburn back at his own 10-yard line, and he will punt the ball here. Matthews needs to hurry off the field, and he gets there. Takes a snap, steps into it at the 14 and almost blocked. They'll let it bounce at the 40 to the 35, gets an Indian roll inside the 30, and they'll down it at the 28. A real good punt. And the Blackcats will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Brock O'Neill did the right thing. When that ball hits the ground, you might as well just let it go, because you try to field it on the run and you cause problems. I don't know if that one's skipping on you or what. So Blackcats take over 1st and 10 at their own 29 with 1:51 to go first quarter.
Well, let's see if that offense can get going now, Dave.
Sprangler breaks the huddle. Tyler Reed comes to the near side. Chris Harwood goes to the far side. I formation again.
Got Matthew, I believe, back there in the backfield.
Caleb Carver and Matthew Williams this time in the backfield. Williams goes in motion to the far side. Hand off to Carver, straight ahead. Sidesteps a man at the 30. Breaks a tackle to 35. Gets out across the 40. Bulls his way out to the 41. And that's the kind of yardage Caleb Carver can expect to get all season long, because he's a big guy, and it's going to take 2 or 3 of them to get him down. Good run by Carver.
Covered the ball good on that play, Dave.
It'll be a 1st down just outside the 40 at the 41.
I look for Matthew Williams maybe to get the ball on this go-around.
It adds another dimension to their game, certainly. Drake Spangler goes under center, puts Matthew Williams in motion again, takes a snap, straight back to pass. Now he steps up, being pressured, hit, spins out of it, gets back almost to the 40. Good job by Drake Spangler to hold on to the ball and get back almost to the original line of scrimmage. It's happening, Darren. The mosquitoes will carry you away down here, brother. They raise them big down here. Every year we come down here after it gets dark, they move in and try to haul you off. Blackcats break the huddle now, one wide receiver to each side. Matt Williams back in the backfield with Caleb Carver again. Pitch to Williams this time. Sidesteps a man, spins away from a man, breaks it at the 40 to the 45, and he's hit there and driven backwards. A good run by Matthew Williams for a gain of 6. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Good play by Williams as he spun out of the first tackle and was able to gain 6 yards. He had his speed and his quickness adds a new dimension. Right there, bud.
Waiting for the play to get called in.
Go back. It's right there on the top right.
Gonna let the clock run out.
Clock runs down with 4 seconds to go, and Drake Spangler's content just to let it go. So the Blackcats will turn around and go the other way. After 1, the Kennet Indians lead 6-0. We'll step aside for 1 minute and come back with the second quarter You're listening to Black Cat Football on the Dawkins Broadcast Group.
Battery problems. It happens every time you want to do something. You just want to mow the yard, right? You've got to make it to that big meeting on time, and your watch quits. You got to be somewhere, and your car won't start. Right in the middle of a conversation, and the battery conks out on your cell phone. For every kind of battery.
If you're searching for a car, truck, or SUV, the friendly staff at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown are dedicated to making your vehicle buying experience a pleasant one. Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500, 2014 Impalas, 2015 Tahoes, and certified pre-owned. See Chad Browers, Barry Mills, Rick Parker, Lonnie Sheldon, Dennis Barrett, or Jeff Jensen. Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown, where cars cost less.
Set to go here, second quarter. 3rd down and 6 for the Blackcats. Drake Spangler in the shotgun. Straight back to pass, looks down the field, throws to Tyler Reed, sidesteps a man, tries to get his jersey. Good run by Tyler Reed down to the just inside Indian territory. They'll spot it at the just inside Blackcat territory at the 49. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 2. Pretty good hands again by Tyler Reed. Did a little slant in. Drake Spangler hit him a little high. If he hits him in the chest, I think he can run with that thing and not get slowed up and probably make the 1st down. But still, gain just short of the 1st down, so it'll bring up a 4th down and 2.
Big decision here on the 50.
This, I don't think so. This is where you find out where what your fullback's made of. It's Caleb Carver straight ahead, in my opinion. He's your man. That's your go-to guy. Give it to him. Straight ahead, Caleb Carver.
Ball's out.
Ball comes loose, and the Kennet Indians have, maybe not. The Blackcats may have gotten it back, but if they do, they're going to be short of the 1st down anyway. Good play by one of the linemen for the Indians. He got a hand in there and popped the ball straight up. Blackcats may have recovered, but it's going to be short of the 1st down. They're going to spot it on the 50-yard line. So I believe it'll be a turnover on downs as we have a timeout. Looks like they may want to measure this thing, but from where we can see, it looks like it's going to be about a half a yard short. But the measurement gives them a little time to give a little break, so let's see what happens. That short yardage, they are going to take a hydration timeout, so we'll step aside as they measure. We'll take a 30-second timeout of our own and find out if the Blackcats going to get this 1st down or not. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Dawkins Broadcast Group.
Wayno's in downtown Fredericktown is now reopened with the best seafood around. Frog legs, crab, alligator tail, calamari, shrimp, oysters, crawfish, fried catfish, and so much more. Try their seafood combo platter. And if seafood isn't your thing, they also have burgers, steaks, and sides. A little something for everyone at Wayno's. Now open on the Court Square in downtown Fredericktown. Come on in and see Wayne and the gang at Wayno's.
And we're back with 10:50 to go, second quarter. Indians 1st down. Nelson stepped back to pass, threw across the middle. Incomplete, as the intended receiver got a hand on it, but dropped it. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 right at midfield for the Kennet Indians. Nelson in the shotgun. They go 4 wide receiver set. Nelson hangs on to it, gets back to the line of scrimmage, turns it up the field to the 50, steps out of bounds at the 43-yard line, and as he was thrown out of bounds there by Chris Harwood, a little jerk of the shirt back from Nelson there, so I hope there's no
tackle by Bryce Fingers on that one.
Bad blood there. Bryce Fingers was the guy to knock him out of bounds after a gain of 8, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. Harwood comes to the near side to cover the wide receiver there. They go 3 wides to the far side, hand off to the fullback straight ahead. Hit at the line of scrimmage is Joe Pittman.
Number 58, Dalton King, big stop.
We expect a lot out of Dalton this year, a big kid, number 58, playing in the middle of that line, and he read that perfectly. As Joe Pittman had nowhere to go as soon as he got the ball. Dalton King wrapped him up and threw him back for a loss. Oh, they're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up a 4th down and 1. Ball at the 41.
Well, that's a big play for Fredericktown.
That's a pretty good spot. Nelson takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Now he keeps it, hit at the line of scrimmage, tries to push forward, gets to the 40, and I think he's going to have enough for a first down. As the referee on the near side, though, is at the 40. The other guy's out at about the 41, but I think they're going to give him the spot here on the near side, which will be very close to a first down. They'll probably stop and measure this one. No, they're going to say short. Yes, sir. My partner got it right again. That's why you're here. So the Blackcats will take over on downs, 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. A good stop by the defense.
Huge stop by the Blackcats.
A 3rd down stop by Dalton King was big. Put him in a 4th down situation. Tried to run it straight up the gut. And nothing doing, says the Blackcat defense.
Got their defense fired up a little bit.
9:57 to go, 2nd quarter. It is steamy hot down here, sir. Huh? 2nd quarter. Did I say first? You stick around and keep me in line. Drake Spangler rolls to the far side as he tries to throw out to Tyler Reed. Overthrows him at the 48. Incomplete, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Drake needs to set those feet. He's throwing on the run and overthrowing Tyler Reed. And Tyler's, what is Tyler? Tyler's 5'10", so if you overthrow him, you've done something there. 5'10", 162 senior. Looking to have his best season of his career here. Patrick Smothers comes to the near side. Tyler Reed goes to the far side. Here we go with the I formation on 2nd down and 10. Spangler goes under center, takes a snap, gives it to the tailback, gets back out to the original line of scrimmage and no more. Brock O'Neill on the carry that time, no gain. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Have you got an opportunity to meet the new head coach yet?
I did. I've talked to him. Seems like a really nice guy.
He is a good guy, and he's a good football mind. It's fun to talk football with him.
He's got several years of experience under his belt.
Yes, he does. 24 of them to be exact. Tyler Reed goes to the far side. Spangler goes under center. Takes a snap, back to pass, throws a quick out to Tyler Reed on a slant, and he may go inside the 40 to the 30. One man to beat, and he trips him up at the 15-yard line. Tyler Reed on the inside slant. Drake Spangler hit him on the run for a big gain and a first down inside Indian territory all the way down to the 13-yard line. 1st and 10. Perfect hook up there from Drake Spangler to Tyler Reed. We expect to see a lot of that this year. 1st and 10 Blackcats, and they'll spot it at the 14. 8:52 to go in the 2nd quarter. Spangler goes under center, takes a snap. Pitch this time to Brock O'Neill, sidesteps a man, gets inside the line of scrimmage down to about the 14, 13. So a gain of 1, it'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Didn't take the Indians long to catch on to those running plays, did they? They're swarming to the ball. We'll talk about it as we go along, but a big game next week is the Hillsboro Hawks taking it on the chin tonight, but so far with SLU, 35-0 at the half. But they kind of put it on us last year when we went up to Hillsboro, so we're looking for a little revenge there. Spangler goes under center, puts Brock O'Neill in motion. Spangler back to pass, looking for the wide receiver on the far side and overthrows him and almost intercepted at the goal line by the cornerback. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. A good friend of mine over there at Hillsboro has 2 boys playing for the Hillsboro Hawks, and we went up there last year with expectations of doing pretty well. The Hawks were supposed to be a rebuilding team, and they put it on us. Final score 28-14, but we scored late to make the 14, or it could have been worse than that. We're going to take a timeout on the field with 8 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter, so we'll step aside for 1 minute and be back with more Blackcat football on the Dawkins Broadcast Group.
A successful fall hunting season starts with a stop at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. You'll find a knowledgeable staff that can help you create a quality food plot that will keep the wildlife coming back to your hot spot. Choose from buck forage oats, wheat, winter rye, turnip seed, radishes, whitetail clover, sugar beets, or any of the many fall wildlife mixes. Lime fertilizer, drag harrows, seeders, spreaders, feeder, game cameras, and more. They also have a large selection of deer minerals and attractants. Trophy Rocks 465 Mineral, BB Square, Liquid Molasses, Buck Jam, Deer Desire, Block Topper, and the list goes on and on at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. They don't just sell it, they live it. You can find it all at your one-stop shop for fall. Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. Fast, friendly, knowledgeable service. Call them today at 783-3100.
Oh, Dave's getting loud, but he don't mean no harm. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
8 minutes to go, second quarter. Kennet Indians lead, but the Blackcats are on the move. Kennet leads 6-0 here. Blackcats 3rd down and 8. Inside Indian territory at the 13-yard line. So let's see if we can convert this 3rd down here.
Yeah, this is not a time to stall out.
Blackcats go 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Brock O'Neill goes in motion. Spangler back to pass, looking for the wide receiver on the far side. Is that Matthews?
Rylan Matthews, yes, sir.
Incomplete, in and out of the hands at the 5-yard line. So it'll bring up a 4th down and 8 for the Blackcats. Early here, first game of the season, but it looks like the combination's just a tad off. You know, they're just not quite right there yet. Spangler started to come off the field as if we were going to, I'm not sure, but now he comes back in as Smothers checks back in too. Rylan Matthews goes out. And now they got to hurry because they're down to 5 seconds, guys. Take a timeout or step it up. 2 seconds, take the snap. Fredericktown has to take a timeout as Coach Sauer saw the clock about to run out, so he takes a timeout. Let's step away again with 7:55 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and come back with more Blackcat football on AM 1450 and 103.9 The Mix.
If you're searching for a car, truck, or SUV, the friendly staff at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown are dedicated to making your vehicle buying experience a pleasant one. Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500, 2014 Impalas, 2015 Tahoes, and certified pre-owned. See Chad Browers, Barry Mills, Rick Parker, Lonnie Sheldon, Dennis Barrett, or Jeff Jensen. Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown, where cars cost less.
I formation, 3 wide receivers set. Spangler under center. Here comes Brock O'Neill in motion to the near side. Spangler looking down the middle. Throws and hits his man at the 9, but it's going to be short of a first down. It's Patrick Smothers at the 8-yard line. I don't understand that play because it still puts you 5 yards short of the first down. But Indians hold. They take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line with 7:50 to go in the second quarter. Not sure I understand that play.
He threw the ball a little behind him. If he could have hit him in front of him, it may be a different outcome, but a little behind him, he had to stop.
Akeem Nelson, pretty good athlete here. Last year he ran all over and had a pretty good night, but I will say just a little unorganized last year. You know, the Indians were rebuilding, first-year program for Coach Pixley, and they just didn't have it. Now the Indians put it on the ground. The Blackcats have it at the 15-yard line. A turnover. Matthew Williams on the recovery. Handoff to the tailback, and the ball was punched loose at the 14, rolled to the 15, and Matt Williams there to recover. So the Blackcats catch a break, and they take over 1st and 10 at the Indian 15-yard line. That's what we needed.
Well, it's time to make something happen if you're a Blackcat.
Let's take the lead here going into the locker room. A lot of turnovers, a lot of stoppage of clock, so just 7:44 to go in the second quarter. Chris Harwood, Tyler Reed come to the near side. Matthews goes to the far side, and Caleb Carver and Matt Williams are in the backfield. Now Williams comes in motion to the near side, handoff to Carver straight ahead, breaks it, gets a push from one of the linemen down to about the 12-yard line, a gain of 3, bring up a 2nd down and 7. Smothers checks in. Chris Harwood checks out. 2nd down and 7 from the 12-yard line for the Blackcats here. See if we can tie it up as we go into the locker room. Smothers and Tyler Reed go to the far side. Tight formation on the near side. I formation. Spangler goes under center. Puts Williams in motion to the far side. Hands off to Caleb Carver. Breaks a tackle at the 10. Dives forward to about the 5. They're going to give him the 4-yard line. Going to be very close to a first down. Good run by Caleb Carver. Just put his head down and run.
First down, Fredericktown. First and goal from the Kennet.
They will give him a first down. So 1st and goal, Blackcats at the 5-yard line. 6:54 to go, second quarter. Dave Ward alongside Darren Bowling tonight. We're in Kennet, Missouri. Thanks for joining us. Hope you join us each and every week as we bring you Blackcat football all season long on your home for Blackcat football, the Dawkins Broadcast Group. 103.9 and AM 1450. Hope you enjoy the game. Spangler goes under center, puts Matt Williams in motion again. Handoff straight ahead to Caleb Carver, breaks it at the 5, dives inside, touchdown Blackcats, and I hope I get to say that a lot this year. Good run by Caleb Carver, 5-yard run for a touchdown, and the Blackcats are just an extra point away from taking the lead. Short field position, you need to take advantage of that.
They capitalized on it this
Indians
time.
turned it over on their first play from scrimmage as the Blackcats had just turned it over on downs. Matt Williams recovered the fumble. Now Pat Smothers to kick the extra point. Snap back, ball down, kick is up, and it's blocked at the line of scrimmage. 6:28 to go. Blackcats get on the board, but the extra point no good. So at 6:28, we are tied. We'll step away for 30 seconds and be back with more Blackcat football right after this.
Battery problems. It happens every time you want to do something. You just want to mow the yard, right? You've got to make it to that big meeting on time, and your watch quits. You got to be somewhere, and your car won't start. Right in the middle of a conversation, and the battery conks out on your cell phone. For every kind of battery.
Watch these youngsters play their heart out.
Any of you Blackcat fans out there want to go watch Little League football, that's the tackle league, or both of them?
Both of them tackle.
Both of them playing over there. So it's over where we made the new field there, next to New Era Bank by the creek. Perfect spot for a football field, and we'll be setting some new goalposts there, and the thing's going to look like a football field in a week or two.
It's looking that way right now, just without goalposts.
So if you get a chance, go over on Saturday morning, check the schedule. I have one at the store, or you can check it out with anybody and go watch some little guys play football. Indians take it at the 30-25, and I'm surprised at first they didn't down it there, but he put both hands on the ball and it was on the ground, so they're going to spot him down at the 26, and the Indians will take over their 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line with 6:27 to go in the second quarter. You guys, you'll play several different teams. You'll move around.
You bet. We play, there's a team out of St. Vincent we play. There's Perryville's got a couple teams, and St. John's in the league now. So
we'll check the ticker real quick when you get a chance. Read some of those scores to us.
We got Central 7, Sullivan 3 in the second quarter. Roosevelt 8, North County 0. It's in the first quarter.
Indians set to go here. Nelson in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers set, 1 man in the slot. They hand off to the fullback straight ahead. Good play by the defense as he'll get nowhere. Back to the original line of scrimmage at the 25 and no more.
Big tackle again by Dalton King.
Here, this got big letters. That's for old guys. And if that don't work, I got these too.
This right here. We got
Indians, they actually lose a yard, so it's going to be 2nd down and 11. 6:03 to go. A big stop here, maybe a turnover. We could punch it in again. Nelson in the shotgun, rolls to the near side, looking for a man. He had his man for a minute. Now he throws down the field, and in and out of the hands of the receiver, number 2. I lost my schedule. Here we go. Anthony Hawkins at the 47-yard lines, hit him right in the shoulder pads, right where you want it. But you got to catch it with your hands, not with your pads.
He wanted to run before he had it in his hands, I believe, Dave.
Indians will go no huddle here as Nelson tries to bring a play in from the sidelines. Still go with the 4 wide receiver set. 1 man in the backfield with Nelson, who's in the shotgun. Chris Harwood comes to the near side. Man coverage. Nelson rolls to the near side. Now he's looking. Now he fakes. Now he tucks it in and going to run, and he gets to the 27-yard line and hit there by several Fredericktown Blackcats. Matt Williams, Chris Harwood, Caleb Carver all in on the tackle that time.
It's a good hit.
Good swarm coverage there. They're going to spot him at the 27-yard line, so it's going to bring up a 4th down and 9 as Brock O'Neill goes back to his own 40 as the Indians prepare to punt here. Austin Stevens comes rushing in at the last second. I believe that was Austin. A good high punt. They're just going to let it go. Smothers and Brock O'Neill let it bounce. It bounces at the 42. Indians down it there, and the Blackcats will take over there with pretty good field position with 4:57 to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Pretty good field position.
Real good field position.
Okay. See if we got an update. Go ahead.
We got St. Genevieve 7, Dexter 0 in the second quarter. We got Pacific 0, DeSoto 0 in the first. We got Afton all over Windsor 43-0 at half. SLU 35, Hillsboro 0 at a half. And Perryville 7 and Sumner 0 at half.
I've got an update from the Farmington game. Aaron Cox doing the game on Froggy 96 over there. 19-0 Ladue, that game in the second quarter, and a flag comes in from in the defensive backfield, so let's see what that is. And I've also got an update from the Central game. Central leads that game 7-3, and they are hosting Sullivan in Park Hills. Let's see here. Give a little update to the guys here.
We got a few games tomorrow, don't we, Dave?
We do. We got 2 games tomorrow. Carnahan will be at Potosi, and Festus will be at Westminster. After the flag against the Indians, it'll be 1st down and 5 for the Blackcats. They move it outside the 47-yard line. And Drake Spangler goes under center, takes a snap, pitch to Matt Williams. Tries to sidestep the man, hit behind the line of scrimmage at the original line of scrimmage at the 43. Dives forward to the 44. He's going to lose 3. Bring up a 2nd down and 9. Had his number that time. Matt Williams tried to turn the corner and then step back inside, and the defender was right there for a loss on the play. Look at that thing. That's a healthy one there. The mosquitoes eat well in Kennet. Tyler Reed, Matt Williams come to the near side. No, that's Chris Harwood. Matt Williams, a lone man in the backfield with Drake Spangler, straight back to pass. He's got time. He throws across the middle to Tyler Reed and overthrew him as Tyler Reed was wide open at the 42, and Spangler just missed him, threw it over his head. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8. We just don't have that connection quite yet. They're just a step off. Spangler throwing everything high. He's got to lean forward, lean into that front foot, and throw a strike there. The balls have been spirals, but they've just been high over everybody's head. He'll get it going. Matthews comes to the near side. Harwood, Brock O'Neill, and looks like Tyler Reed go to the far side. Back to pass is Drake Spangler. He's looking down the field. Now he throws long down the field and got a man. Tyler Reed and overthrows him at the 25-yard line. Tyler Reed got in behind his man, Anthony Hawkins, and if he hits him in stride, that's a touchdown.
They went for it.
A great play there as they had Rylan Matthews lined up over there with Tyler Reed. They did a little in and out move, and Tyler Reed got open down the middle. Sorry about that.
No problem.
You needed it.
We'll share that any day.
I found some off here in the press box, and we're going to use it. Now back to punt is the Blackcats. Oh, and over his head. And Keller, I believe it's Keller, Zach Keller was forced to dive on the ball inside the 25 at the 22. He was lucky to recover that ball on the hike that was hiked over his head. So the Indians catch a break here. They'll take over 1st and 10 inside Blackcat territory at the 22 with a lot of time on the clock. 4 minutes to go still in the second quarter. So this is a big break for the Indians. See if they can capitalize. They go no huddle. Go with that 4 wide receiver set again. Anthony Hawkins in the slot. 1 man in the backfield with Nelson in the shotgun. Blackcats fake blitz. Man comes in motion, fakes the handoff. Nelson straight ahead, breaks the tackle. Inside the 15, down to the 10. Gets inside the 10-yard line. No, they're going to spot it at the 10. Enough for a first down for the Indians, and a good run by Nelson. Clock continues to run inside 3:50 to go in the second quarter, and the Blackcats need a hold right here. Indians gain a little momentum going into the locker room here if they can punch this in. 4 wide receiver set again. Hawkins again in the slot to the near side. Nelson looks it over. Now he takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Now he gives it to him. Straight ahead to the fullback inside the 5. He's going to get down to about the 1-yard line. They'll spot him just outside the goal line at the 1. Indians going to capitalize here on this bad snap by the Blackcats and short field position. They took over to 22 with 4 minutes to go in the second half, and now they're down to the 1 and threatening to score here again. They go trips to the near side this time, 1 wide receiver to the far side. Nelson snaps his hands. Now he goes, throws quick out to the near side, and the receiver dropped the ball, actually fumbled it. I'm not sure they're going to say incomplete pass. So a break for the Blackcats there. I'm not so sure, but if I'm 1st and goal at the 1, I'm hammering that ball straight ahead. I'm going to find out what my team's made of right off the bat, first week of the season. But they tried a little screen pass to the near side, incomplete. So it brings up a 2nd down and goal at the 1. Nelson again in the shotgun, trips again to the near side. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Nelson on the keeper, dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. Short field position will get you every time, and the Indians were able to take over to 22. About 6 plays, and they're in the end zone. And they lead this ball game now 12-6 as they get ready to attempt the extra point there. And Nelson stays in the game, so they're going to go for 2. Coach Aaron Pixley trying to get the play in. Game clock down to 15 as they still scramble around. The Indians will go for 2 here, and now they call a timeout. It's a confusion trying to get the play into the game. Indians take their 2nd timeout. 2:51 to go as we attempt a 2-point conversion. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back with more Blackcat football on the Dawkins Broadcast Group.
Wayno's in downtown Fredericktown is now reopened with the best seafood around. Frog legs, crab, alligator tail, calamari, shrimp, oysters, crawfish, fried catfish, and so much more. Try their seafood combo platter. And if seafood isn't your thing, they also have burgers, steaks, and sides. A little something for everyone at Wayno's. Now open on the Court Square in downtown Fredericktown. Come on in and see Wayne and the gang at Wayno's.
A pretty good football game here so far in Kennet, Missouri. The breaks have been for both sides. The Blackcats tied the game 6-6 on a short field fumble. They took over 1st and 10 at the Indian 15. And then the Blackcats returned a favor as the snap was hiked over the punter. Indians took over to 22, and now they have scored here to make it 12-6 as they will attempt the 2-point conversion. Nelson tries to scatter his guys here. They go 4 wide receiver set. Now 1 man comes back into the backfield with Nelson, so there's 2 there. Nelson takes it, hands off straight ahead. Now he pitches to the far side to the tailback, and he tries to get in, and they're going to spot him short. No good. 2:51 to go, second quarter. Indians strike, 2-point conversion, no good. They lead 12-6. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and come back with the kickoff right after this.
If you're searching for a car, truck, or SUV, the friendly staff at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown are dedicated to making your vehicle buying experience a pleasant one. Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500, 2014 Impalas, 2015 Tahoes, and certified pre-owned. See Chad Browers, Barry Mills, Rick Parker, Lonnie Sheldon, Dennis Barrett, or Jeff Jensen. Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown, where cars cost less.
Indians set to kick it off at their own 40. Having some internet trouble here as we'll try to fix that. Me being the computer savvy guy that I am, you know.
Understand.
Matt Williams and Chris Harwood back at their own 10-yard line. Let's see if we can get a pretty good run back here. Is number 89. Mike Richmond set to kick it off. The lefty, it's a good, nice, big, high kick. Ball bounces at the 18. Harwood picks it up at the 20. Don't know where to go. Turns around, breaks it at the 25. Still going, makes a good run out to the 28. And the Blackcats will take over there 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Jalen Kennet on the tackle, number 34. See what the Blackcats have in store here to try to put some points on the board before we go into the locker room for the half. Ward's Farm Center is your halftime sponsor. We'll do the halftime show here in just a few minutes. We'll update you on scores from around the league, talk about everything else that's going on. Drake Spangler back to pass, nobody to throw to. Drugged by the shirt, still on his feet, drives forward, gets back out to the 25, but he's going to lose a couple. Good effort there by Spangler.
In come a flag.
And a flag comes in late. Let's see what that's all about. Come in after the play?
Yes, sir.
I missed it. Personal foul against the Kennet Indians. Just the second flag tonight, isn't it? No, third. One on us, one on them, and then the second one on us. Let's see. Got a little update here if we can get it from my friends over at Hillsboro. Hawks just scored 65-yard touchdown run. Into third. SLU leads the Hawks 42-8. Putting it on.
Big numbers.
Hillsboro in St. Louis at St. Louis University High School. Pretty good program up there, has been for a long time. Blackcats go four wide receiver set, and now somebody doesn't like what's going on. We call a timeout, and it'll be the Indians' third timeout. 2:27 to go. Blackcats on the move at their 42-yard line. Kennet Indians take their last timeout. We'll step away for 30 seconds. And
Battery problems. It happens every time you want to do something. You just want to mow the yard, right? You've got to make it to that big meeting on time, and your watch quits. You got to be somewhere, and your car won't start. Right in the middle of a conversation, and the battery conks out on your cell phone. For every kind of battery.
have our first home game next Friday night, folks. Come on out and join us. Hillsboro Hawks are in town. Looks like they may take it on the chin tonight, so they'll be looking for a win. Drake Spangler tries to go around a man, sidesteps him at the 40, to the 45, out to the 48. Maybe all for nil, though, as a flag comes in. Looks like it could be a hold. We'll see what the referee says here. I think the tight end got a hold of a guy there, but they're still discussing it here. Maybe not. You need a ball bat to knock them things down here, brother. I got more. You better come prepared if you come to Kennet, because the critters will carry you away. Oh. The flag will be against Kennet Indians for a substitution infraction. They had too many guys on the field, but I thought I saw a hold, but the flag come in before that ever happened. So we catch a break. They'll move the ball. Let's see what Drake Spangler wants to do as he talks to the referee. I'm sure they will decline it and take the yardage out to, I think it was the 48-yard line. So
The substitution infraction against the Indians is declined. Result of play
They're going to spot the ball all the way at midfield, so it's going to bring up a big third down right here, right at midfield. Third down and just one. See what Coach Sauer has for him here. We got 4 wide receivers in the game. Matthews comes to the near side. Clock continues to run. 3 wide receivers now go to the far side. Looks like Matt Williams kind of in the slot there. Carver in the backfield with Spangler. Hands off straight ahead. Carver hit at the line of scrimmage, and he'll lose a yard. Indians all over that play. Jahida Childress and Bud Hilbram on the tackle. Good play by the Indian defense. And now it looks like the Blackcats will take a timeout. Just 1:48 to go in the second quarter. A little confusion on that play. Brings up a 4th down and 1, and the Blackcats want to talk about it. So they'll take their second timeout, and we'll step away for 30 seconds and be back with more of the second quarter right after this.
A successful fall hunting season starts with a stop at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. You'll find a knowledgeable staff that can help you create a quality food plot that will keep the wildlife coming back to your hot spot. Choose from buck forage oats, wheat, winter rye, turnip seed, radishes, whitetail clover, sugar beets, or any of the many fall wildlife mixes. Lime fertilizer, drag harrows, cedars, spreaders, feeder, game cameras, and more. They also have a large selection of deer minerals and attractants. Trophy Rocks 465 Mineral, BB Square, Liquid Molasses, Buck Jam, Deer Desire, Block Topper, and the list goes on at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. They don't just sell it, they live it. You can find it all at your one-stop shop for fall. Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. Fast, friendly, knowledgeable service. Call them today at 783-3100.
Oh, Dave's getting loud, but he don't mean no harm. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
They can take care of all your battery needs and the Fredericktown R1 School District. 4th and 1 as the crowd gets wild, and Matthew Williams bulls his way forward, gets inside Indian territory down to the 48, and Darren Bowling likes that one as the Blackcats catch a break and get another first down. 1:49 to go in the second quarter, so you got plenty of time. You just got to move the football. You got to get yardage on every play. They'll set the clock, so the clock begins to run. 1:45 to go. Blackcats at the ball. Shotgun formation. He rolls to the far side, being chased there. Throws to Tyler Reed, and the ball in and out of his hands again at the 35-yard line. Enough for a first down, but he dropped it. Still just a little off. Spangler trying to throw on the run as he rolled to the far side. Incomplete, so second down and 10 at the Indian 48-yard line. $1:33 to go, second quarter. Go with the 4 wide receiver set again. Caleb Carver, the lone man in the backfield with Drake Spangler. They're giving a lot of room off the line of scrimmage. Looks down the field. Now he throws to Chris Harwood. Caught right at the first down marker. They'll spot it at the 37 and a half. So I believe that's going to be enough for a first down. Referees call a timeout. I think this is pretty close. They may want to check this one. The referee will look it over, and he will say, come on. It's going to be pretty close here. He's not real sure he wants to pull the trigger, but they're going to take a timeout. Official timeout is a check for a measurement here, very close to a first down. We'll step away again for 30 seconds. Come back and see if we get the first down on the Dawkins Broadcast Group.
Wayno's in downtown Fredericktown is now reopened with the best seafood around. Frog legs, crab, alligator tail, calamari, shrimp, oysters, crawfish, fried catfish, and so much more. Try their seafood combo platter. And if seafood isn't your thing, they also have burgers, steaks, and sides. A little something for everyone at Wayno's. Now open on the Court Square in downtown Fredericktown. Come on in and see Wayne and the gang at Wayno's.
You want to tell them, partner?
First down.
First down. Want to hear a bunch of that this year. Got some updates from around the league.
Central 14, Sullivan 10 in the second quarter. Roosevelt 8, North County 0 in the second quarter. St. Genevieve 13, Dexter 7 in the second quarter. Ladue 0, Farmington 0 in the first.
Blackcats come to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide receivers set, 2 to each side. Spangler in the shotgun. Back to pass, looks to the near side. He's got Matthews there. Now he throws down the field to Matt Williams. Ooh, that could be a flag. That's going to be close, and the referees say no. I think there was contact there. Matt Williams wanted a flag.
There's a flag back here in midfield, Dave.
I'm not real sure,
what
but
that
Coach Pixley threw his
Personal
headgear
foul
off.
against Kennet.
I missed that one. I'm not so sure. I don't know if you saw it or not, but back at the line of scrimmage, a flag come in, actually in the backfield, so they must have hit the quarterback after the play. Matt Williams wanted a flag down at the 15-yard line as he thought he was interfered as both guys went up to make that play there, and it went in and out of the hands of Matt Williams. But Blackcats catch a break anyway, a personal foul against the Indian defense. So that's going to move the ball 15 yards deep into Indian territory with 1:07 to go in the second quarter. A big break for the Blackcats here as they'll spot it at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10, Blackcats. Same formation, 4 wide receiver set. Matt Williams in the slot. Now he goes in motion to the far side. Spangler back to pass, hit right away, throws it, and almost intercepted by the free safety. He flew to the ball there, didn't he?
He read that all the way.
He was playing center field back there, and as soon as Spangler went to throw, he threw into double coverage, and that ball should have been intercepted. But it's not. 2nd down and 10, Blackcats. Right at a minute to go in the second quarter. So Blackcats break the huddle again. Matthews and Matt Williams come to the near side. Chris Harwood in the slot to the far side. Tyler Reed. Back to pass is Drake Spangler. Looking. Now he steps up. He's going to run. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Gets inside the 25. Driven backwards. They'll give him forward progress to the 21. And it's going to bring up a big 3rd down right here. Clock continue to run. Inside of 40 seconds to go. Need to pick it up, guys. Another update from Froggy 96. Ladue 33. Farmington nothing. Quick out to Matt Williams to the far side. He won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Wasn't Matt Williams, it was Chris Harwood. Those 4s have got me mixed up here. But it brings up a 4th down, and Drake Spangler trying to hurry the troops with 15 seconds to go. Now 10 seconds to go as they try to get a play off. They get set. Spangler back to pass. He's got to go to the end zone now. Throws it deep, but not deep enough, and knocked down again by the free safety. Incomplete. Indians hold at the half. Kennet Indians 12, Fredericktown Blackcats 6. We'll step away for 3 minutes and come back with the Ward's Farm Center halftime show right after this.
If you're searching for a car, truck, or SUV, the friendly staff at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown are dedicated to making your vehicle buying experience a pleasant one. Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500, 2014 Impalas, 2015 Tahoes, and certified pre-owned. See Chad Browers, Barry Mills, Rick Parker, Lonnie Sheldon, Dennis Barrett, or Jeff Jensen. Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown, where cars cost less.
A successful fall hunting season starts with a stop at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. You'll find a knowledgeable staff that can help you create a quality food plot that will keep the wildlife coming back to your hot spot. Choose from buck forage oats, wheat, winter rye, turnip seed, radishes, whitetail clover, sugar beets, or any of the many fall wildlife mixes. Lime fertilizer, drag harrows, cedars, spreaders, feeder, game cameras, and more. They also have a large selection of deer minerals and attractants. Trophy Rocks 465 Mineral, BB Square, Liquid Molasses, Buck Jam, Deer Desire, Block Topper, and the list goes on at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. They don't just sell it, they live it. You can find it all at your one-stop shop for fall. Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. Fast, friendly, knowledgeable service. Call them today at 783-3100.
Oh, Dave's getting loud, but he don't mean no harm. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
Wayno's in downtown Fredericktown is now reopened with the best seafood around. Frog legs, crab, alligator tail, calamari, shrimp, oysters, crawfish, fried catfish, and so much more. Try their seafood combo platter. And if seafood isn't your thing, they also have burgers, steaks, and sides. A little something for everyone at Wayno's. Now open on the Court Square in downtown Fredericktown. Come on in and see Wayne and the gang at Wayno's.
Kick this second half off. And the ball falls off the tee, so we'll try again. And a flag comes in. And I'm thinking they might ought to pick that one up. The wind blew the ball off the tee. And once we're set to go, as the referee and the line judge talk about it a little bit, I believe they'll probably pick this one up. Both Coach Pixley's are trying to encourage the referees here to let that one go. The referee on the near side, right by Coach Pixley, threw that flag, and they're going to pick it up. Smart move, good move by the referee, good move by the crew there. The line judge warns him, though, if it happens again, they will throw the flag. And now we're set to go. Underway in the second half. Ball in the air towards Chris Harwood. Bounces at the 20. Picks it up there. Steps across the 20. Nowhere to go. Now he sidesteps the tackle. Still on his feet, but not going anywhere. Gets out to about the 24-yard line. And the Blackcats will take over there as we open up the second half at their own 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Did a lot of dancing, but didn't go anywhere.
Didn't go nowhere.
Put mileage on them shoes, but didn't go anywhere. Matthew Williams checks into the game. Here comes Drake Spangler, and they'll start it off here 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line, trailing 12-6 at the half. Blackcats break the huddle. Tyler Reed, Chris Harwood come to the near side. We're tied on the far side. 2 men in the backfield. And now Matt Williams comes in motion to the near side. Back to pass is Drake Spangler. They're determined to throw across the middle to Carver. High again, in and out of the hands for him. He was hit immediately and
took a hard shot in the ribs.
Took a hard shot, and he's down. And the referees will call a timeout as we check on Caleb Carver here. And that's the last thing we need is our other fullback to go down.
He went way high for the ball and took a shot in the ribs.
You really expose yourself when you put those arms up above your head when the linebacker's standing right there waiting to hit you. So there's a timeout on the field with an injury timeout. 11:48 to go, third quarter. We'll step away for 1 minute and be back with more Blackcat football right after this.
A successful fall hunting season starts with a stop at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. You'll find a knowledgeable staff that can help you create a quality food plot that will keep the wildlife coming back to your hot spot. Choose from buck forage oats, wheat, winter rye, turnip seed, radishes, whitetail clover, sugar beets, or any of the many fall wildlife mixes. Lime fertilizer, drag harrows, cedars, spreaders, feeder, game cameras, and more. They also have a large selection of deer minerals and attractants. Trophy Rocks 465 Mineral, BB Square, Liquid Molasses, Buck Jam, Deer Desire, Block Topper, and the list goes on at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. They don't just sell it, they live it. You can find it all at your one-stop shop for fall. Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. Fast, friendly, knowledgeable service. Call them today at 783-3100.
Oh, Dave's getting loud, but he don't mean no harm. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
And we are back live. First play from scrimmage, Matt Williams takes it off a right tackle for a gain of 5, bring up a 3rd down and 5. Caleb Carver checked out of the game, but I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. I think he's going to be okay. Hand off to Matt Williams, breaking to the right side. Sidesteps a man at the 40. Sidesteps another one at the 45. He breaks loose at midfield to the 40. To the 35. One man to beat at the 30. To the 20. Inside the 10. Sidesteps a man. 5. Touchdown, Blackcats, and no flags. That's the thing that Matthew Williams brings to you is a lot of speed, a lot of agility. He's very quick. He's not the fastest guy on the team, but he's probably the quickest guy on the team.
About a 70-yard run right there. 70-
yard strike. Blackcats get on the board once again. They tied the game at 12 as we await the extra point here. This is key all season long. I've talked about that last year too. It's crucial to make these extra points. You can't count on making that 2-point conversion. You got to get these points when they're given to you. Smothers to attempt the extra point. Snap back, ball down. He gets it up this time, and it's good. 10:56 to go, third quarter. Blackcats on a big strike from Matthew Williams. Take the lead 13-12, and we'll step away for 30 seconds and be back with the kickoff right after this.
Battery problems. It happens every time you want to do something. You just want to mow the yard, right? You've got to make it to that big meeting on time, and your watch quits. You got to be somewhere, and your car won't start. Right in the middle of a conversation, and the battery conks out on your cell phone. For every kind of battery.
Richmond will tee it up again from there, 5 yards on the offside, so Blackcats moving forward and never touching the ball. Richmond again, a good kick, kicks it towards Harwood. Matthew Williams steps in front of him at the 15 to the 20, across the 25 to the 30, still on his feet to the 35. Hit a little late there at the 39, and a flag does come in. And it was a late hit, and the Indians fans don't like it, but he was down on the ground already. And that's a tough one, because the guy's got his momentum going forward, and he's thinking he's still on his feet and he's going to hit him, and then at the last second he's on the ground, and there's a flag, personal foul. So they'll march it a little further up the field, and the Blackcats will have good field position as they take over. 1st and 10 here, 7:22 to go in the ball game, and your Blackcats trail 18-13. They'll march it off 15. All the way inside Indian territory at the 46-yard line. A good break for the Blackcats, so they'll take over 1st and 10 inside Indian territory as they break the huddle here. Tyler Reed comes to the near side. Chris Harwood goes to the far side. We'll go with the I formation. Drake Spangler steps up, looks it over. Now he goes under center. Straight ahead to Carver. First man through. Gain of a couple, gets inside the 45, still on his feet, gets inside the 43, and another flag comes in. And all of a sudden, the laundry is hitting the floor. A Blackcat down on the field again. It looks like maybe cramps again as they grab the ankles. So we're starting to get to that part where the guys are starting to wear down a little bit. They're getting tired, and that's where the muscles start contracting, and you start getting the cramps. So
I believe that's Carver. He was twisted up pretty good there.
It was a good run for him. He gained about 4. I think they'll spot it on the 43-yard line, but there is a flag on the play as the referees talk about that one. So let's see. The referee steps away and going to give us some kind of signal here. Still working on Carver's cramps. And the mosquitoes are moving in.
I believe they're going to give him a little water break.
It's getting pretty dense up here with the mosquitoes. We'll take a hydration break. 7:10 to go in the third. We'll see what this penalty's all about first. It'll be a hold against the Blackcats, so we'll negate that run. No, going to have one on both sides. Offsetting personal foul, so they'll pick it up. Move the ball back to the 46-yard line, and we'll play the first down all over again. We got a little hydration break here, so we'll step away from 30 seconds and be back with more of the third quarter right after this.
Wayno's in downtown Fredericktown is now reopened with the best seafood around. Frog legs, crab, alligator tail, calamari, shrimp, oysters, crawfish, fried catfish, and so much more. Try their seafood combo platter. And if seafood isn't your thing, they also have burgers, steaks, and sides. A little something for everyone at Wayno's. Now open on the Court Square in downtown Fredericktown. Come on in and see Wayne and the gang at Wayno's.
And we're back live at Kennet High School. Both teams ready to go here. Drake Spangler steps under center, takes the snap, hands off straight ahead for no gain. Hit at the line of scrimmage, but still driving forward. They're going to spot that. Ooh, they're going to say they're going to blow the whistle kind of early. He was still moving there, but they're going to spot it at the 49, the original line of scrimmage. I'm sorry, the 46. And another cramp. Not sure who that one was. Did you get a look at who the ball carrier was?
Did not.
He hit the ground, and his numbers not very visible, but another cramp here as we start to get late in this ball game.
We made it through the first and second quarter without them, and now we're going to start having little issues with cramps.
Yep. Don't forget, folks, next Friday night, the Blackcats come home. Hope to see the crowd out there. Come out and support your Blackcats. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler. The Hillsboro Hawks, who took it on the chin tonight, 56-14 to St. Louis University, will be in town. Hillsboro Hawks, big win for them last year, 28-14. They beat our Blackcats here as we went up there. We're hoping to put it back on them again this year. First, we need to get out of here with a win, but we have some updates from around the league.
We got Central 21, Sullivan 17 late in the third. Roosevelt 15, North County 6 at the half. Ladue, my scoreboard shows 33, Farmington 6. I know that's wrong. St. Genevieve 13, Dexter 7 at the half. DeSoto 14, Pacific 7 at the half. Afton 43, Windsor 0, and that's a final.
Yeah, the last I had on the Farmington game was 33-0, so that's probably right, 33-6. Farmington kind of taking it on the chin at home. Hosting Ladue. Don't forget you can catch Blackcat football, Farmington Knights football, Central Rebels football, all on the Dawkins Broadcast Group each and every week. The Blackcats will be right here on AM 1450, 103.9, the voice of the Blackcats, all season long. We'll have every game for you, so stay tuned right here, and we'll try to bring you exciting Blackcat football all season. The Farmington Knights will be on our sister station, Froggy 96, 95.9 FM, Aaron Cox. Also available on the World Wide Web at froggy96online.com. Spangler goes back under center, 2 wide receivers. A quick hit to Tyler Reed. A nice catch behind him at the 35. Runs over a man at the 30 and dives forward inside the 30 down to the 28. And he was slow to get up. Great hands there. The ball thrown behind him. Made a nice catch. They're getting closer. If they can get that ball within that wingspan, he'll catch it.
Yes, sir. It was a good pass, and it was a good catch both ways.
It's fun to watch these guys as they go from year to year, progress from a sophomore, just barely getting a little playing time, to last year where he saw a lot of playing time, and now he's one of the leaders this year.
Yes, sir.
I formation, Carver back in the ball game. Spangler under center, pitches to Matt Williams, sidesteps a man at the 28, back to the line of scrimmage. Hit there, tries to drive forward to the 27. They'll give him about forward progress about a half a yard. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. As he's a little ginger there. Matt Williams seeing a lot of time here in the second half. First half they went with Brock O'Neill quite a bit and had some success there. And then now Matthew Williams with that big run probably got him a little extra playing time here in the second half. Now Tyler Reed comes to the near side. Chris Harwood goes to the far side, I formation. Spangler goes under center, takes a snap, gives to Carver straight ahead inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. And he's having a tough night. He's carrying the load, but his body says, I'm going to slow you down. When those muscles start contracting, you start having cramps, it's hard to keep going, no matter how big your heart is, and he's got a big one. Caleb Carver, another senior on this team. Lots of seniors, 13 of them. Spangler takes a snap, gives to Matt Williams, hit at the line of scrimmage, tries to break a tackle, still on his feet. Going to be taken down by Shahida Childress for a loss of 1 back to the 29-yard line. Actually, he loses 5, doesn't he?
Loses 5.
Back to the 29, so it's going to bring up a 4th down and 11 here. 4:34 to go in the third quarter, so a lot of time left in the ball game here. But you'd like to get some momentum going here in a little bit and move the football, and they've struggled with that.
Yes, sir.
Indians in that bend, don't break defense, and so far it's done them pretty well. We'll go trips to the near side. Harwood, Reed, Matt Williams in the slot. Look for Matt Williams. Now he throws down the field, almost intercepted as he tried to hit Chris Harwood at the 20-yard line. Number 1, Shahida Childress in there to knock that ball down, and that's exactly what he wanted to do. He didn't want to catch that ball because his better field position on the turnover, as the Indians will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line as they lead this ball game 18-13 with 4:06 to go in the third. Referees will give them another break here as we take a quick hydration break. We'll step aside for a little hydration also, and we'll come back in 1 minute on the Dawkins Broadcast Group.
If you're searching for a car, truck, or SUV, the friendly staff at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown are dedicated to making your vehicle buying experience a pleasant one. Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500, 2014 Impalas, 2015 Tahoes, and certified pre-owned. See Chad Browers, Barry Mills, Rick Parker, Lonnie Sheldon, Dennis Barrett, or Jeff Jensen. Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown, where cars cost less.
And we're back live here as the Kennet Indians take the snap from center out of the shotgun. Nelson takes it, and the flag comes in immediately and stops the play. Welcome back to Blackcat football on the Dawkins Broadcast Group. 4:05 to go, third quarter. Blackcats trail 18-13. As the Indians have just taken over on downs at their own 29-yard line. The flag comes in. Referee says illegal procedure, a 5-yard penalty, backs them up to the 25. It'll be a 1st down and 15 for the Indians, who lead this ball game 18-13 midway through the third quarter. Trips to the near side. One lone wide receiver goes to the far side. Pittman, the lone back in the backfield with Nelson in the shotgun. Looks over the field. Now he takes the snap. Back to pass, throws to the far sideline. In and out of the hands of the receiver, and almost intercepted there by the corner, Matt
Williams.
Matt Williams. Pass incomplete to Ed Wilson. Quick hit to the far side as he was a lone wide receiver over there. He just tried a little 4-yard stop. Nelson overthrew him almost into the hands of Matt Williams, quickest guy on the field. Take it to the house. Nelson scrambling around. Now he's back in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls to the near side this time. That's hard for him because he's left-handed. Sidesteps a man at the 25, 30, and a great athletic play there as he steps out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Good play by Nelson.
Yeah, Carver had him in the backfield.
Yeah. I thought when he was rolling to the near side, him being left-handed, have to throw off guard like that they'd have a chance to get him, and Carver missed him. Sidestepped a man, gain of about 9, bring up a 3rd down and 1. Good athletic play there by Akeem Nelson. Zion Pixley goes in the slot to the near side, to the far side. 4 wide receiver set. Nelson takes a snap, hands off to the fullback. Pittman straight ahead, hit at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be very close. They're going to spot it right on the 40-yard line, and I believe the referees are going to take a timeout. And I believe, here comes another cramp. It's going to be very close. I believe they're going to give it to him.
I believe I'll agree with you on this one. I believe they're going to give it.
Dalton Craig come out of that pile, and now he has to come out of the game with a cramp. Come out of that pile. Hot stepping it. That muscle wouldn't let go, and he was determined to get it freed, and they're tending to him on the sideline now. 1st down, Indians, right at their own 40-yard line. Nelson back in the shotgun again with Pittman in the backfield. It's not Pittman this time. It's number 1. Nelson on the keeper. Now he hands off to number 1, Shahida Childress, and he breaks a tackle at midfield, gets out inside Blackcat territory all the way down to the 48-yard line, and another 1st down for the Indians. Not only are they getting 1st downs, they're running that clock. 3:20 to go, third quarter. The Indians lead 18-13, and they're on the move again inside Blackcat territory at the 48. 4 wide receiver set again, trips to the far side. Nelson takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's going to keep it, rolls to the far side. Got a man there in the backfield, tries to bring him down.
Big tackle
And the
by-
ball came loose, but I believe they're going to say it was down.
Tackle Luke Crocus out there.
Luke Crocus, first time we called that name tonight.
Yes, sir.
Kind of slow to get up, but he's going to get back up. He's pretty tough.
He tough little dude.
Another one down there. And one of them did stay down. The Blackcats did stay down on the play. So we have a timeout on the field to check on an injury. 2:59 to go in the third quarter. Kennet Indians lead 18-13. We'll step aside for 1 minute and be back with more Blackcat football right after this.
A successful fall hunting season starts with a stop at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. You'll find a knowledgeable staff that can help you create a quality food plot that will keep the wildlife coming back to your hot spot. Choose from buck forage oats, wheat, winter rye, turnip seed, radishes, whitetail clover, sugar beets, or any of the many fall wildlife mixes. Lime fertilizer, drag harrows, cedars, spreaders, feeder, game cameras, and more. They also have a large selection of deer minerals and attractants. Trophy Rocks 465 Mineral, BB Square, Liquid Molasses, Buck Jam, Deer Desire, Block Topper, and the list goes on at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. They don't just sell it, they live it. You can find it all at your one-stop shop for fall. Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. Fast, friendly, knowledgeable service. Call them today at 783-3100.
Oh, Dave's getting loud, but he don't mean no harm. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
Indians down to the 6 and threatening to take a big lead here. Blackcats scrambling around as the Indians come set. Nelson in the shotgun again. He's got Pittman in the backfield. Tight formation. First time we've seen that all night. Nelson rolls to the far side, wants to throw. Now he throws it over the defensive line, and it's caught for a short gain. Inside the 5, down to about the 1 or 2 yard line. It's hard to tell from way over here.
Right on the goal line.
They'll spot it, would you say?
Right on the goal line.
Right on the goal line. So 3rd down and goal on about the half-yard line here. Let's see if the Blackcats can hold. Put a man in motion to the near side. Now he's set. Nelson takes a minute. Now he takes a snap. Hands off straight ahead. And Pittman walks into the end zone off a right tackle. Touchdown, Kennet Indians. 1:12 to go, and the Indians have taken a big lead here, 24-13, with 1:12 to go in the third quarter. Nice play there off right tackle by the Indians. And now the extra point man, I believe that is Michael Richmond, their kicker, maybe not, because I saw him come off the field in a minute. They will attempt the extra point here as they lead 24-13. Snap back, ball down. It's up, and it is good. 88. Nathan Spence hits the extra point. 1:12 to go, third quarter. The Indians take a big lead, 25-13. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the kickoff right after this. Back to receive this kick at their own 15-yard line. Kicker tees it up at his own 40. Taking his time here trying to get that thing set. Michael Richmond gets ready to step into it, the lefty. Been kicking good all night. A line drive kick to Matthew Williams at the 15 to the 20. Across the 25, breaks the tackle to 30. Across the 35, out across the 40-yard line, and the Blackcats take over there, 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Good run by Matthew Williams, and another player down on the field, an Indian player this time. Matt Williams on a good run, about a 25, 27-yard kickoff return. And the Blackcats will have it 1st and 10 at their own 42 with 1:05 to go in the third quarter. But we'll step aside first for 30 seconds for an injury timeout and come right back with more Blackcat football on the Dawkins Broadcast Group.
Wayno's in downtown Fredericktown is now reopened with the best seafood around. Frog legs, crab, alligator tail, calamari, shrimp, oysters, crawfish, fried catfish, and so much more. Try their seafood combo platter. And if seafood isn't your thing, they also have burgers, steaks, and sides. A little something for everyone at Wayno's. Now open on the Court Square in downtown Fredericktown. Come on in and see Wayne and the gang at Wayno's.
We're back to play now as Drake Spangler steps under center, I formation, gives off to Matt Williams, sidesteps a man at the 45, still on his feet. Tough little kid, I hate to say kid, tough young man. Gets out to about the 47-yard line. Good run there. Going to gain about 5 or 6 maybe. We're spotted at the 47-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down. And they're going to say give him 5. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Matt Williams still in the backfield with Caleb Carver. Spangler goes under center, takes the snap, gives it to Matt Williams again, sidesteps a man, gets across midfield, taken down there inside Indian territory at the 48-yard line. Another good run by Matt Williams. Going to be very close to a 1st down. They're going to move the chains, and we don't get the big roar from the crowd, but it is a
1st down.
Attaboy. Drake Spangler got him on the move now. We need to keep it move here as the third quarter's about to wind down. 24 seconds to go, third quarter. Tyler Reed comes to the near side. Chris Harwood goes to the far side. I formation again. Spangler steps under center, pitches to Williams this time off the far side. Turns the corner at the 45, still on his feet at the 40. 35, breaks the tackle at the 30. Inside the 25, still on his feet, and down he goes at the 19-yard line. About 48. Good run by Matt Williams. Gets down inside Indian territory, inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 Blackcats as they're on the move again, trying to cut into this lead that the Kennet Indians have. That's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. We'll step aside for 1 minute and come back with the fourth quarter right after this.
If you're searching for a car, truck, or SUV, the friendly staff at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown are dedicated to making your vehicle buying experience a pleasant one. Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500, 2014 Impalas, 2015 Tahoes, and certified pre-owned. See Chad Browers, Barry Mills, Rick Parker, Lonnie Sheldon, Dennis Barrett, or Jeff Jensen. Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown, where cars cost less.
The line of scrimmage. He steps under center, I formation again. Takes a snap, gives to Matthew Williams again. Head down, straight ahead, gain of 2. He'll get down close to the 15. They'll give him the 16-yard line, a gain of about 3. Bring up a 2nd down and 7. Tyler Reed comes to the near side. Pat Smothers on the far side, way out there. I formation again. Now they shift to the right. Gives straight ahead to Caleb Carver. Puts his head down. Gains maybe 1. And Carver slow to get up again. That leg's cramping again. Now he shakes it off a little bit as he gets back into the huddle. Only problem with these runs like this, these long runs where we're taking forever, they don't reset the clock and the game clock continues to run. And we're down by 2 scores, so we're going to have to pick up the pace just a little bit. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Caleb Carver in the backfield with Drake Spangler. Spangler puts it on the ground. Now he picks it up, tries to dive forward. He's going to lose a couple. Good play by Caleb Carver to cut off the defensive lineman, or they might have had a fumble and a recovery there. The Kennet Indian crowd senses a win here.
We're getting pretty psyched up here.
4th down and 11 as Carver lost 2. 10:20 to go in the ball game. Big 4th down right here for the Blackcats. One man in the backfield. Spangler takes the high snap, throws across the middle, intercepted at the 5, to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He may go. Nobody to catch him at the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Kennet Indians. Ed Wilson playing center field, if you will, back there at the 5-yard line. Took the overthrow from Drake Spangler, took it all the way to the house, 95 yards. It's what happens when you put yourself in a 4th down and long situation and you have to throw the ball. And the pass game hasn't been right on target tonight anyway, and he overthrew it. And Wilson picked it off and took it all the way to the house.
Wasn't no one there to stop him.
Tough break for the Blackcats. They now trail 31-13 as they attempt the extra point. Ouch. I believe that's Nathan Spence to attempt the extra point here.
It is number 88.
Zion Pixley to hold. Snap back, ball down, a line drive kick, but it's good. 9:58 to go, 4th quarter. Indians take a 95-yard interception back for a touchdown. They now lead 32-13. We'll step away for 30 seconds and come back with the kickoff right after this. Kennet Indians have stretched their wings now, and they now lead this ball game 32-13. Spence kicks it off to the up man at the 27. That's Smothers across the 30 to the 40. Sidesteps a man to the 45 and driven out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Blackcats will take over there 1st and 10 at their own 47, but the Indians have taken control of this game. Blackcats have stumbled with the running game. They've had some good runs. Matt Williams has had some pretty good runs and a big run there for a touchdown. But really overall, the running game as a whole is not really produced, and that's put them in situations where they have 3rd and 4th and long, and then they throw the interception and it burns them for a touchdown. Tyler Reed comes to the near side, one man in the slot, I formation again. Spangler goes under center. Puts the ball on the ground. Now he picks it up. Now he tries to run. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1, and that's been an issue several times tonight. I think that's the 3rd time he's put the ball on the ground. So got some things to work on. Coach Sauer, I'm sure, will go back to the drawing board tomorrow and, start looking at Hillsboro. But first you got to look at the positives and the negatives of what went on tonight. So got some things to work on.
And I'm sure he's wanting to watch his kids right now, making sure they don't put their heads down and keep fighting.
Yeah, he's going to stick with his game plan, stays with the I formation, 2 wide receivers to the near side. Spangler goes back under center. Now they pitch to Brock O'Neill back in the game, gets out across midfield, dives out of bounds at the 46-yard line, gain of about 6. Good run for Brock O'Neill. Haven't seen him on the offensive side for a while. Guess they're just mixing it up, try to see what you got. First game, you got to try to figure out who you are and establish what you can and cannot do. So I don't think you'll see any spectacular things here. He's going to stick with his game plan and try to get his crew on track. So I formation again, pitch to Brock O'Neill again, sidesteps a man, gets to the 45, inside the 45 to the 44, and that's it. Got an update from the Central game. Central now leading 34-27, so that game, that's been a tough game for them. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Thanks to our producer, Freddie Dawkins Jr. I can say Freddie Dawkins Jr., but I don't dare say Frederick. I get in trouble for that. Hi, Freddie. I had to. 2 wide receivers to the near side. I formation again. Hand up to the up man, Caleb Carver. Breaks a tackle to 40. Bounces off a man at the 35 to the 30, inside the 30, down to the 26. The best run for Carver all night long as he bounced off several tacklers. Gets down inside the 30-yard line down to the 26. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blackcats. Moving the ball pretty well. The problem is 7:45 to go in the ball game, and they trail 32-13. 2 wide receiver set, I formation. Spangler takes a snap, gives to Carver again, straight ahead, bounces off a few more tacklers, carries several close to another first down. He'll get down inside the 20. I believe they'll spot it right on the 20-yard line. So another good run for Carver. So hopefully they're getting a little something going here, and we've got, I think, 1 from each team as the Black Cat gets up. Both of them get up. Nope. Still got a Black Cat on the field. He laid out pretty flat. It looks like exhaustion right there.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Another injury timeout, so we'll step away for 1 minute and come back with more Black Cat football.
A successful fall hunting season starts with a stop at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. You'll find a knowledgeable staff that can help you create a quality food plot that will keep the wildlife coming back to your hot spot. Choose from buck forage oats, wheat, winter rye, turnip seed, radishes, whitetail clover, sugar beets, or any of the many fall wildlife mixes. Lime fertilizer, drag harrows, cedars, spreaders, feeder, game cameras, and more. They also have a large selection of deer minerals and attractants. Trophy Rocks 465 Mineral, BB Square, Liquid Molasses, Buck Jam, Deer Desire, Block Topper, and the list goes on and on at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. They don't just sell it, they live it. You can find it all at your one-stop shop for fall. Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. Fast, friendly, knowledgeable service. Call them today at 783-3100.
Oh, Dave's getting loud, but he don't mean no harm. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
Set to go here again. Spangler goes back under center. I formation again. Fakes the handoff. Now he tries to turn to the far side. Grabbed by the jersey. Thrown down for a loss of 3. Tried to spin it out to the far side, and the defense would have nothing with it. Luke Karokas in the game now with
playing fullback.
With Brock O'Neill in the backfield here. Timeout on the field. Fredericktown Blackcats. 7:03 to go in the ball game. The Indians lead 32-13 over your Blackcats. Let's step away again for another 30-second timeout and come back with more Black Cat football on the Dawkins Broadcast Group.
If you're searching for a car, truck, or SUV, the friendly staff at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown are dedicated to making your vehicle buying experience a pleasant one. Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500, 2014 Impalas, 2015 Tahoes, and certified pre-owned. See Chad Browers, Barry Mills, Rick Parker, Lonnie Sheldon, Dennis Barrett, or Jeff Jensen. Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown, where cars cost less.
Our producer Matt Dawkins running the board back at the station. We certainly appreciate him. We got Spencer Hovis up on the roof. On the TV side, KDKZ Channel 18. If you subscribe to KDKZ 18, catch this ball game Sunday at noon as they'll replay the game, followed by the Farmington Knights game at 3 o'clock. So a good opportunity if you didn't make it down here to Kennet to watch this game in its entirety. Drake Spangler in the shotgun, turns, throws down the field, got a man wide open if he can get to it.
Missed it.
A great play there that time as Drake Spangler in the shotgun rolled to the far side. Looked like he was going to run, and the man was wide open. Was that Matthews? It's hard to see from way out here.
Yep, 32.
They fooled the defense, and Rylan is it Rylan?
Rylan, yeah.
Was at the 5-yard line, wide open, just hoping the ball could make it to him, and it fell just a little short, incomplete. If he catches that, he walks into the end zone untouched. 4 wide receiver set again. Matthews and Brock O'Neill to the far side. Drake Spangler in the shotgun. Got good protection. Rolls to the far side. Now he's looking. Now he ducks his head inside the 20 to the 15. Sidesteps a man to the 5. He's going to step into the end zone. Touchdown. Drake Spangler on a good run there. A good second effort as he broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, sidestepped 2 men, and stepped into the end zone untouched to cut this deficit to 32-19 with 6:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Great effort by Drake Spangler. Some pretty good blocking, too. They give him a lot of time, give him an opportunity to throw the ball. Nothing there. He tucked it down all the way to the house for the end zone. Patrick Smothers now to attempt the extra point. Snap back, ball down. Line drive kick to the left is no good. 6:45 to go in the fourth. Kennet Indians lead 32-19. Good run by the Blackcats to get on the board here, but they still trail. We'll step away for 30 seconds and come back with the kickoff right after this.
Battery problems. It happens every time you want to do something. You just want to mow the yard, right? You've got to make it to that big meeting on time, and your watch quits. You got to be somewhere, and your car won't start. Right in the middle of a conversation, and the battery conks out on your cell phone. For every kind of battery.
If you're searching for a car, truck, or SUV, the friendly staff at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown are dedicated to making your vehicle buying experience a pleasant one. Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500, 2014 Impalas, 2015 Tahoes, and certified pre-owned. See Chad Browers, Barry Mills, Rick Parker, Lonnie Sheldon, Dennis Barrett, or Jeff Jensen. Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown, where cars cost less.
As they get set, Patrick Smothers gets ready to tee it up at his own 40. Onside kick here.
I believe they need to. We need a couple more scores and only 6:45.
Yeah, it depends on what his mindset is. Is his mindset try to keep doing the right things, get in a rhythm here, or you're going to try to scramble and get back in this ball game? We'll find out here in just a second. Smothers tees it up. A lot of times when they tee it up like that, standing straight up.
Squib kick.
Yep. Let's find out. Smothers gets ready to step into it. Whistle blows. Line drive kick. Good play by the up man there at the 50-yard line. First man to it, number 88, and I believe that's Spence. Yeah, Nathan Spence. It was a line drive kick. It was a good kick. You know, and if it hits off him, it bounces right back to it. But he made a nice play. Good hands. Smothered the ball at midfield, and the Indians take over there, 1st and 10. Cats are running out of time. 6:44 to go in the fourth quarter. Austin Stevens checks out. Got a few clean jerseys in there.
You bet.
Luke Karokas in the game. At a linebacker spot, Tyler Reed comes over here to cover the wide receiver. Nelson in the shotgun. Got Pittman in the backfield. 4 wide receivers. Puts a man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Now he gives to Pittman straight ahead and nothing doing.
E2.
Oop. That's a tough one. Don't have one of those.
A big young man, number 82, made the tackle, big tackle.
Not real sure who that was. We don't have an 82, but we'll figure it out. But a good tackle in the backfield for a loss of 3. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 13. Get a quick stop here. Maybe put some points on the board. Wide receivers moving here. Nelson in the shotgun. Pittman in the backfield with him. 4 wide receivers set again. Nelson taking his time, burning that clock down to 7, 6. Now he takes the snap. Looks to the near side. A quick out. Linebacker right there, and they swarm to the ball, and another loss back to the 46-yard line. Good defensive play there by the linebacking core and the cornerback on that far side. Matt Williams.
Ryland Matthews, one of them in on it.
Yeah, there was 3 of them.
Yep.
16 is Bryce Fingers.
Bryce Fingers in on it.
Blackcats are moving them backwards, so they're going to take a timeout here, try to save some time. 5:51 to go in the ball game. Indians lead 32-19, and we'll step away for 30 seconds and be back with more Blackcat football right after this.
Wayno's in downtown Fredericktown is now reopened with the best seafood around. Frog legs, crab, alligator tail, calamari, shrimp, oysters, crawfish, fried catfish, and so much more. Try their seafood combo platter. And if seafood isn't your thing, they also have burgers, steaks, and sides. A little something for everyone at Wayno's. Now open on the Court Square in downtown Fredericktown. Come on in and see Wayne and the gang at Wayno's.
Let me tell you some of the reasons people get into trouble with credit cards. A job loss or salary cut, an unexpected expense. Consolidated Credit helped over 5 million people just like you. We can reduce your interest rates, cut your monthly payments, and help you get out of debt fast. The time to call Consolidated Credit is now. When debt is the problem, we are the solution.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Call 800-910-0807. That's 800-910-0807.
I don't think so.
Want to drop back in pass formation. They are coming. Nelson rolls out of it, throws a good pass there at the 30. Caught his man.
Ball. Back on the ball.
Good play there by Nelson and the wide receiver. 26. 25, Ed Wilson. Nelson rolled out to the near side, and Wilson cleared his man there and was wide open at the 25-yard line. And he caught the ball, stumbled inside the 20 down to the 19. If he doesn't stumble, he walks into the end zone. He was that open. Nice play by the Kennet Indians. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Nelson takes a snap, quick out to the far side, overthrew his man. Is that a screen? No, they're going to say incomplete pass. And we have a final from Farmington. Knights taking on the chin tonight, 46-7, as they lose to Ladue. And Central in a battle over there, 34-27 against Sullivan. That's a pretty good football game. Nelson in the shotgun again. He goes trips to the far side. One wide receiver to the near side. Takes a snap. Hands off to the fullback straight ahead. Runs over a man down to the 15, inside the 12, down to the 10-yard line. Another good run there by Shahada Childress. And Nelson doing a pretty good job of working the clock now. He's waiting until it gets down under 10. Each time taking the snap about six seconds, which is what he's supposed to do. And working that clock. 3 wide receivers to the far side again. Nelson looks at the play clock, plenty. 12 seconds. Takes his time. Now they're set. 1 man in the backfield. Takes a snap. He rolls to the far side. Almost hit at the line of scrimmage. Pushed out of bounds by Patrick Smothers. He gets inside the 10 down to about the 5 or 6 yard line. First down. Getting tired of hearing that. First and goal for the Indians inside the 10 at the 6 yard line. Need to stop them here just for a pride issue. 4:39 to go in the ball game. Indians on the move again. They already lead 32-19. And it's first and goal at the 6. Play clock down to 10. Game clock's not running though, so it's not that crucial this time. 2 men in the backfield, trips to the far side. Hands off straight ahead to the tailback. That's Jihadi Childress again.
Stopped by a host of Blackcats.
Stopped by a host of Blackcats. You name all them. They swarmed to the ball pretty well there. Caleb Carver in on that. 59, Ross Lunsford. Seeing a few clean jerseys in there too right now. Luke Karokas in there at a linebacker spot. Clock still running, 4:10 to go in the ball game. Aaron Pixley working the clock pretty good as he watches it. I believe he's going to call a timeout here probably.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
And he will. 3:54 to go in the ball game. 32-19 Kennet Indians. They take a timeout. Their second. We'll step away for 1 minute and be back with more Blackcat football on AM 1450 and 103.9 The Mix, all part of the Dawkins Broadcast Group of Missouri.
If you're searching for a car, truck, or SUV, the friendly staff at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown are dedicated to making your vehicle buying experience a pleasant one. Chevrolet Silverado 1500, 2500, and 3500, 2014 Impalas, 2015 Tahoes, and certified pre-owned. See Chad Browers, Barry Mills, Rick Parker, Lonnie Sheldon, Dennis Barrett, or Jeff Jensen. Barrett Jensen Chevrolet in downtown Fredericktown, where cars cost less.
Second half, as they lead 32-19, first and goal on the Blackcats 6. Nelson in the shotgun again, one man in the backfield with him. Trips to the near side. Nelson's going to keep it, turn the corner, gets inside. Ball hits the ground, and I believe it rolled right into an Indian's hand. Let's find out. Blackcats say they've got it, but the referees have not said so yet. And we've got 2 Blackcats on the field and 1 Indian. But I haven't seen, did you see any signal on a fumble?
No.
I have not. Several injuries on the field this time. I think guys are just plain wore out, but they haven't made a signal. Several of the Blackcats say we have the ball, but I haven't seen it just yet.
The big hit by Luke Crocus.
It was first and goal at the 6. Nelson kept the ball on the end around and put it on the ground, but I'm not sure. Yep, now the referee says Blackcat football. So the fumble will go over to the Blackcats with 3:44 to go in the game. Got a couple injuries here, another water timeout, so we'll step away again for 30 seconds and come back with more Blackcat football right after this.
A successful fall hunting season starts with a stop at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. You'll find a knowledgeable staff that can help you create a quality food plot that will keep the wildlife coming back to your hot spot. Choose from buck forage oats, wheat, winter rye, turnip seed, radishes, whitetail clover, sugar beets, or any of the many fall wildlife mixes. Lime fertilizer, drag harrows, cedars, spreaders, feeder, game cameras, and more. They also have a large selection of deer minerals and attractants. Trophy Rocks 465 Mineral, BB Square, Liquid Molasses, Buck Jam, Deer Desire, Block Topper, and the list goes on and on at Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. They don't just sell it, they live it. You can find it all at your one-stop shop for fall. Ward's Farm Center in Fredericktown. Fast, friendly, knowledgeable service. Call today at 783-3100.
Oh, Dave's getting loud, but he don't mean no harm. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
Good play by Luke Karokis, the linebacker, as Nelson tried to turn the corner towards the end zone. Luke Karokis hit him pretty good, freed the ball. Blackcats will take over first and 10 on their own 3 as the quarterback for the Indians, Akeem Nelson, was carried off the field. I think he's going to be all right, though. It looks like a leg, some kind of injury there, but I think he's going to be okay as they work on him there on the sidelines. Spangler in his own end zone. Turns, tries to hit Matt Williams, and a cut at the 25-yard line. A great play by Matt Williams. Had his defender turned to the outside, and a good play by Drake Spangler from his own end zone. About a 30-yard pitch there to the outside where only Matt Williams could catch it. Nice play. First and 10, Blackcats at their own 25 as they hurry up offense here with 3:29 to go in the ball game. Spangler barks out a single signal, and now the referees are going to stop the play here.
Timeout, Kennet.
Kennet Indians weren't ready, so they'll take a timeout. I believe that's their last timeout, and the coaching staff over here is just a little unsure what's going on. They're not real happy, but they have the lead, so they need to be happy about that. 32-19, 3:23 to go in the ball game. Spangler takes a snap, keeps it, turns to the outside. Got to get out of bounds, Drake, and he's drug out of bounds at the 33-yard line to stop the clock. A gain of a few and another Blackcat on the ground and another cramp. two Blackcat players quickly grab his toes and roll them up towards his head. And cramps have been a huge issue here tonight. Let's see. Let's look at this thing. If we could put one on the board pretty quick, that'd give us 25, 26. It puts you in, I mean, you're 2 scores away. If you can put one on the board, at least you make it a game and possibly an onside kick, and you're back in this thing. Noah doesn't like that, but we do. Find out anything? No. Nothing? We did have a young man from the Kennet Indians. We'll check with Coach Pixley here when on the postgame show. Postgame show powered by Ellis Battery. Dwayne and Darren Ellis down there on Highway 67 at Cherokee Pass in that brand new building, ready to serve your battery needs, regardless of what it might be, a telephone, anything. They can handle all your needs. They say, we got that and that and that, and they mean it. Great bunch of guys down there. We appreciate them sponsoring Blackcat football for many years. As long as I've been doing this game, they've been sponsoring. We sure appreciate them. The Fredericktown R1 School District and the Fredericktown School Board, we appreciate their support. Always behind Blackcat sports. Century 21, Ray Statler over there on the junction of Double O and Mine Lamont next to Hardy's there. Does a great job. We appreciate him sponsoring us all year long. And he also owns Scoops Ice Cream, so one of my favorite places to stop, Darren. I don't know about you.
Sure would be nice right now.
Ward's Farm Center on Commercial Drive out there by Gifford Lumber. All your farm supply needs, stop in and see them tomorrow. They'll be open till noon, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Stop and see the staff out there and let them help you with your farm supply and wildlife needs. Drake Spangler back under center. We're set to go here. He rolls out. Blitz comes. He throws to the far side looking for Tyler Reed. Underthrows him at the 45-yard line. Tyler had his man by a step. He tried to cut back to the ball, and Drake on the run couldn't quite get enough on it. Also another fine sponsor for many years, Dennis Barrett, Jeff Jensen down there at Barrett Jensen Chevrolet, 140 South Main in Fredericktown, right off the Courthouse Square. Some good people. Go down and see them, support them. They're supporting our community. We need to support them. Drake Spangler back in the shotgun, a quick out. Tries to get it to Matthew Williams. Short at the 35, and we're running out of downs here, boys.
They're putting him on the ground about every time.
Yeah,
Dave.
Yeah, they're coming after him now. It's 4th down and 5, and they're just pinning the ears back and coming after him now. Which, if you got time, should free one of your wide receivers, but hasn't been the case so far. They've gone with the last couple minutes here, they've gone with man coverage and really come after him, but the defenders are doing a pretty good job. Spangler straight back to pass on 4th and 5. He throws down the middle looking for Tyler Reed.
25
nope,
got a
24, Matthew Williams at the 45-yard line, incomplete as he underthrew Matt Williams. And the Indians will take over on downs, and that's just about going to do it with 2:56 to go in the ball game there. Good stop by the Kennet Indians. Some pretty good defense there as they came after the quarterback and were able to defend as well. So some real bright spots for Aaron Pixley's Kennet Indians as looks like they're going to get their first win of the season. Indians offensive core comes back on the field here.
Got a new quarterback.
We do.
Number 5.
Better check that out. Hands off to the fullback, straight ahead, breaks the tackle to 25. Still on his feet on to the 20, down to about the 15-yard line. Heath McHaney is the new quarterback. First down.
Number 27 is the new fullback.
27, Mac Hudson on the run there. A pretty good run down to the 15-yard line. So we've got some new names. Heath McHaney is the quarterback. And 27, Mac Hudson is the tailback. And we're still going with a 3 wide receiver set here. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Takes the snap. I believe there's going to be a little motion there as the tailback took off before the ball was snapped. So a 5-yard penalty backs them up. It'll be first down and 15. 2:28 to go in the ball game. And the Blackcats are going to fall to 0-1 here on the season down here in Kennet. Fought a pretty good battle, at least early. You know, they had some breaks go not their way, but we talked about it earlier, when you put yourself in third and fourth down long situations and you force yourself to pass, which is not necessarily your number one thing, it puts you in a spot where you throw a few interceptions or turn the ball over, you know, and give it back to the other team, and they put points on the board. Quarterback takes it, hands off straight ahead, breaks a tackle at the 15, gets down inside the 15 to about the 11. That's Mac Hudson again on the carry. A few guys shifting in and out now. Gunnar Smith, the new wide receiver here on the near side. Anthony Hawkins in the slot. Heath McHaney in the shotgun again with Mac Hudson in the backfield. Here we still go with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side, as McHaney works the clock down to 5, takes the snap, hands off straight ahead to Mac Hudson, hit immediately, goes down, going to lose a yard or two, back to the 14, 13, they'll give him the 13. So he'll lose one, it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. Clock continues to run now, inside 1:05 to go in the ball game. So Blackcats are going to fall to their season opener to the Kennet Indians here. And a tough loss for the Blackcats, as they were looking forward to coming down here and getting their first win of the season, but it's not going to happen. Takes a snap, hands off straight ahead, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Push forward to about the 13, going to gain 1. Bring up a 4th down and 7 for the Kennet Indians with under 30 seconds to go in the ball game.
Kennet Indians are a pretty solid team.
You know, they limited their mistakes tonight, which is what you got to do to stay in the ball game. And then they took the lead and never looked back. You know, once they got the lead, and we talked about that, you got a team that's not unsure of their identity. They're not, you know, they're not sure of who they are yet. And you make a few mistakes and you give them the lead, and they're going to try a field goal here. Nice move. Snap back, ball down, line drive kick. He pulls it to the left, no good. And down to 1 second. We'll see if they'll let the clock run out. Still 1 second on the clock as the Indians tried a field goal from about 17 yards, make it 21 yards. Pulled it no good. Immaterial anyway. They're going to win this ball game 32 to 19, as the Blackcats will have to come out and run one play here. I don't know why they just don't run the clock off, but they're not going to. A pretty excited Kennet Indian team down there, as they're going to get their first win of the season, which didn't come for them for a while last season. They were 2-8 on the season this year, last year. And going to start off the season with a 1-0 record. That's pretty impressive for them. That's Spangler in the shotgun. They go trips. They're going to try to throw it down the field and see if they can get something going here. And Drake gets caught by a linebacker, thrown down, and that's going to do it. The Kennet Indians took charge in the second half, and they win this ball game 32 to 19. Tough break for the Blackcats, and Paul Sowers opening game here. He loses, but pretty good showing. We're going to step away for 3 minutes, and when we come back, we'll have the Ellis Battery post-game show, and we'll do that in 3 minutes on the Dawkins Broadcast Group.
This has been Fredericktown Blackcat football on KDKZ Channel 18. Be sure to watch this game anytime for free at kdkz18.com.